Okay, here we are. Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here near the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Friday, December 26th. Now, there were some things that happened on the 24th. We didn't do a vlog on Christmas Day, obviously. So we didn't, I don't know if we covered the Sean Combs 69-page appeal. We wrote about it and put it up. And to me, the most interesting argument, not interesting, people have panned it as well, but it's the First Amendment argument that these, the things he was actually convicted of, these films, these sessions, was covered by the First Amendment, not only as a producer of the film, but as a consumer of the film, a First Amendment right to view these materials. Now, some are mocking it, and we'll have to see what the Second Circuit does, but it's a legal argument. There it is. There's also, of course, the 1 million additional pages from the Epstein files that have been found apparently by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District and the FBI. Now they have to be redacted. There's we'll be following that. What we're really following a lot, especially even in this lull, there are still habeas corpus petitions being filed. People detained by ICE, whether in 26 Federal Plaza at a required check-in or out on Flatlands Avenue in Brooklyn or up in Putnam County, detained, and they filed them. Now, there was one that got more coverage than others. We've been reporting, like we did, I think, on Wednesday. A man from Guinea filed one. A man from Georgia has one filed with a schedule. A man from Senegal who was detained while selling allegedly counterfeit handbags on Canal Street was ordered released by Judge Subramanian with the proviso that he can be re-detained. I'm not sure if that's happened, and I'm going to hopefully have an update on that soon. But there was one of Mr. Imran Ahmed. It's got a lot of play because the head of a European nonprofit, sort of a regulatory. In any event, it's one that's been involved in what the State Department is calling censorship. I'm very against censorship, actually. And I think Antonio Guterres should be the first one hit with these sanctions. Hasn't happened yet. Memo to Mike Walls, please pay attention. In any event, he was ordered not to be removed. He's a permanent resident, so it's a more complicated case. But I think it wasn't really reported that Judge Broderick, he was sitting as part one on Wednesday this week, and he ordered the non-removal of a number of people, not only Mr. Imran Ahmed. So we might write a piece today contrasting that case with some other cases. Financial news, we've already turned the corner, but I will say that Fifth Third is, Fair Finance Watch has been battling them since October, I think, and has managed to expose which they wanted to keep secret, their impending, or they would close 80 branches if they're allowed to buy Comerica. Separately, there's something called Holdco fighting it. Now, they've announced over the holiday the hiring of former Fannie Mae official Priscilla Almodovar to put on their board. That's kind of trying to buy legitimacy. I wonder if Ms. Almodovar has actually checked out Fifth Third's 76 branch closures in Michigan and the various other issues involving them. We'll have to see. Maybe she'll answer that. Maybe she'll be asked that. Now, on Christmas evening itself, it was announced that the U.S. fired missiles, I believe. They called it airstrikes. I think it's missiles on ISIS targets in northwest Nigeria. So far, the UN has said nothing. It's been about 16 hours so far. Now, Antonio Guterres is gone. He's been location undisclosed for some time now. But his deputy is supposedly the one in charge. She's the Deputy Secretary General, Amina J. Mohammed. Very much involved in these issues. I get all kinds of messages about her. I've kind of started ignoring her because she's complicit in the censorship and has done nothing. But this is her time, and she's done nothing. So we're going to keep going on to it. If it's the last one of the day, have a good weekend. But we intend to be reporting some news. To be continued.